Okay, as a revision, 3 discussion, we have just discussed about our first chapter and the second chapter by now. Today, what we need to discuss is our third chapter. This is the practical chapter that we discuss before the examination, right? Actually, we have discussed 2 theoretical chapters already. And in those chapters, we just learn about what is a computer, what are the input devices, what are the output devices, then how to use computer in safety in a laboratory. We just learn about that, right? Here, so importance of the computer, what are the components of the computer, right? What are the main parts? So like keyboard, mouse, like input devices, monitor, speaker, like output devices. Then the memories and storage devices like hard disk, CD, DVD, processing devices like a central processing unit, which is in the motherboard, and then the random access memory or the main memory, and these storage devices, CD, DVD, hard disk, right? Storage devices, we just learn about that, and also the communication devices. And also we have learned where these computers are used, and we learn it's everywhere. You name it, it's everywhere, right? So then we learn about the computer safety in the computer laboratory, how to turn on the computer, how to turn off the computer properly. So we learn about that, and how to sit properly in front of the computer. Otherwise, we will get a lot of injuries for a long time use. We learn about that, and also how to like carefully manage the computer wastages, e-wastages, 3R method, recycle, reuse. So those are the things that we have learned up to now. And today's lesson, we will be learning about the operating system. Right. First of all, let me tell what is this operating system. You should know what is an operating system. Actually, it is like intermediary. Okay, let's say this book you can download from the internet now. Do you know how to download this book from internet? Or do you know how to find this book, grade 6 book? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, some says yes, some are silent. So what you have to do is just go to the Google. There is a website called edupub.gov.lk. From that website, you have to select the language, then select the grade, and after that, you can select the subject, and then you can download the book. Right. If you can download the book, why you are coming to the classes? Yes, what's the reason? So if you can download books, you can download and read it. No, you can understand it. Why you are coming to the classes? So you can download all the books, right? Grade 6 book, grade 7 book, 8 book, 9, all the subjects. So then why you are going to the classes? Because you need to properly understand what's in the book, right? In the books, everything is there, but the thing is we need to properly and practically understand what's that. Actually, your teacher will work as an intermediary. When you learn about the subject, your teacher will work as an intermediary. Teacher අතරමැදියෙක් විදියට කටයුතු කරනවා මේ පොත ඔයාට කියලා දෙන එකේ. Right? Similar to that, the computer hardware is also there. But the thing is, we actually don't know how to properly communicate with this. So let's say we press key A key in the keyboard. What will happen when you press A key now? Will it type that? A key එක press කරාම type වෙනවද? Will it type that key? Yes or no? I'm pressing A key now. Is it typing in the screen? No, right?
No, sir.
No. But if I go to Notepad and then press A key, will it type?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's typing. Actually, so then who coordinate this? So why it was not typing here, but when I go to Notepad, it was typing. Actually, who's coordinating this? That is the operating system. Operating system is like your teacher. Your teacher can explain your book properly. And when you ask questions, the teacher will answer. When you ask to explain this, teacher can explain. Right? When you have a doubt, you can ask from the teacher. Similar to that, when you are working with this computer, you will know there is a monitor, there's a keyboard, mouse, everything. But if you want to talk to the computer properly, how to get things done, then you need the operating system. Otherwise, you cannot understand how these hardware devices are working. So operating system is the middleman, right? Operating system is the middleman between the user and the computer hardware. So මේ hardware වලට අපි කොහොමද මේ hardware, when I move the mouse, you can see the mouse pointer is moving. When I move the finger, මම finger එකනේ move කරන්නේ, mouse එක move කරන්නේ, මේ touch pad එකේ ඇඟිල්ල move කරන්නේ. When I move the finger, you can see the mouse pointer is moving circular way. How this happen? Because of the operating system. That is why when I move the finger the other way, the mouse will move other way. When I move the finger other way, mouse will move. When I right click, it will display menu. When I left click, it will display nothing. When I double click, it selects. Who decides? That is the operating system. Can you understand what is the role of operating system now? It is actually the middleman between you and your computer. Without this middleman, can you communicate with the computer? Is it easy to communicate? Without this operating system, is it easy to communicate with the computer? Easy or difficult? Without this, if it is not there, it's very difficult, right? Then how can මේ ඇඟිල්ල move කරනකොට මේ screen එකේ මෙහෙම move වෙන්න කියලා කොහොමද අපි කියන්නේ? අපිට බෑනේ එහෙම කියන්න නේද? When I move the finger in the touchpad or when I move the mouse, can we tell the screen to move the cursor like this or the pointer like this? We can't. Then we have to know programming නේද? අපි programming දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ එහෙම කියන්න. මොකද අපි මෙතන ඇඟිල්ල හොලවනකොට monitor එකේනේ මේක වෙන්නේ. අපි මෙතන ඇඟිල්ල touch එකේ ඇඟිල්ල move කරනවා. නැත්නම් screen මේ mouse point එක කරකවනවා. හැබැයි screen එකේ නේ ඒක වෙන්නේ. අපි screen එකේ ඇතුළට ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ. කොහොමද ඒක වෙන්නේ? How this happen? This is happening due to, right, the reason behind this is none other than the operating system. Actually, operating system will act as the middleman between the user and the computer, and it provide an interface, right? It provide an interface to you to work with the computer. It's like the captain help the players to communicate, and players are like software and hardware. Operating system will help both software and hardware to work together. So can you give few examples for operating systems?
Red Hat.
Red Hat, Linux, correct. Any other operating system?
Linux.
Linux is engine. Linux is not directly operating system. It's like an engine. Can engine drive alone? Okay, let's say there's an engine of a car. Can it go alone in the road? Can an engine go alone in the road without without the chassis, without the wheel, without the spin wheel? Possible? Have you seen such engines? Have you seen?
No.
You have seen an engine is going on the road without the wheels, without the steering wheel, without the chassis. An engine is going on the road. Is it possible? No, it's not possible, right? The engine is this. Engine of the vehicle is this. Right? Engine of a vehicle is this. Have you seen these engines going on the road?
No, sir.
No, without the vehicle, engine cannot go. So Linux is like an engine. Using this Linux engine, so using an engine, we can produce vehicles. Similar to that, Linux is an engine. Linux is not an operating system. Linux is an engine. Using Linux, we can create a lot of operating systems. Actually, some people call Linux is operating system, but actually it's not, right? Operating system it's actually not an operating system, it's an engine. Using Linux, we can, so this Red Hat Linux is created using Red Hat operating system. Fedora Linux is created using Linux. Then
Ubuntu.
Mint,
Ubuntu.
Kali Linux, Hantana Linux, Nofix Linux, Nofix,
The Ubuntu.
Ubuntu Linux, SUSE Linux, then Debian Linux, then CentOS Linux, then Puppy Linux, then all these Linux are, so there are like hundreds of Linux versions. All these based on the Linux engine. All these are operating systems. Linux based operating systems. So what else you know? So Linux based operating system. Windows.
Red Hat.
Yes, Red Hat is here. Linux based.
macOS.
Yes.
macOS.
macOS is also operating system. Windows based Windows XP is operating system. Windows Vista is operating system. Windows 7 is operating system. Windows
8.
Millennium Edition is operating system. Windows 8 is operating system. Windows 10 is operating system. Windows 11 is operating system. Windows Mobile is operating system.
Windows OS.
Right? All these are Windows based operating systems. Okay, then ekek godak tiya. Windows sevat godak. Linux sevat godak. Any other things? Yes. You said Mac OS. Correct. Anything? Any other thing? Chrome OS. Kela tiya. Chrome OS kela ekakut tiya. Chromebook is used Chrome OS. That is also operating system. Mobile phone wala banat tiya. In mobile phone, what are the operating system? Android. Mobile phone wala tiya Android operating system. iOS is operating system. iPhone wala tiya iOS. Mobile phone, normal Samsung and not this other mobile phones, you have Android. Then iOS, BlackBerry OS. BlackBerry OS, these are also operating systems. Android, iOS, BlackBerry OS, these are also operating systems. Okay. So all these are operating systems. So why they are? So how can you communicate with the mobile phone? Because of Android or iOS. Otherwise, you don't know. So even though you touch, it will not work. Because the operating system will tell, touch karama mehema karan. When you press the volume, this will happen. When you press the volume down, this will happen. When you press the power, this should happen. When you press on the fingerprint, this should happen. When it's like check on the camera, or when you tap on the camera, this should happen. That is your operating system, right? So without the operating system, nothing can be done. So operating the system is the middleman. So without that, helpless. Okay, you can take a screenshot. All these are operating systems. Is there anything that I missed? There can be more. All these are operating systems. Okay, let's move to the next. Now you know about the operating systems. What are they? Why they are used? The next chapter. Paint is operating system? No, Paint is not operating system. The Paint kila operating system. The Paint is an application software. Paint is not operating system. Software it's not an operating system. Right? So though the software means some other things, right? Software means we are using that for some other purposes. Operating system is the main person, key person. Okay, I'll erase them. Now you know the magic behind the operating system, why it is there and what it can be, what it can do. Okay, you can see if you it provides the user interface, right? That is how we work with the computer or the mobile phone. It provides us user interface. Okay. Then in the computer, we have two things, files and folders. Have you seen files and folders in the computer or mobile phone also? Those are there. Files and folders are there in mobile phone also. What are these files and folders? Can anybody tell me what are the files, what are the folders? Yes, we already discussed. This is for the newcomers and also those who join later. We have to help them now. Yes, files, folders. Can anybody tell what is file, what is folder? Have you seen files? Yes. කාට හරි පුළුවන් නම් විස්තර කරන්න. Files and folders. Okay, if I ask you, can you tell me whether it's a file or folder? I'm going to show you an interface. Now you can tell me whether this is a file or.
Where we store things.
Yes, to store things we are using files and folders. Okay, can you tell me? Okay, what is this? Is it a file or folder?
File.
File. What is this?
Folder.
Folders.
Folder. So what is this?
File.
File.
What is this?
Folder.
Folder. Then what is this?
Folder.
File.
It's a file. Okay, it's a file. Okay, then if I ask, okay, so what is this?
File.
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 What is this?
File.
Okay.
File.
How did you identify that as a file and the other one as a folder?
From the icon.
From the icon. Okay, that is one thing that you can use. From the icon, you can understand that's a file. So normally these yellow color icons are folders, the others are files. Okay, let me show you something. I'm going to create a new file, text document. Okay, in this text, I'm going to rename this text document as hello.bat. Hello.bat. Then I'm going to open this text document. No need to do this. Look at what I'm doing. I'm going to open this text document using Notepad. Or Notepad++, anything. I'm going to open this and I'm going to write a command. I think you can mute your microphone if you're not using. Imaya, can mute your microphone if you're not using. Okay, 4. Now I'm going to write small command. I will not ask from questions here. Okay, then I'll save that command. Right? Don't worry what I'm going to do. Don't think much about that. So I'm asking one thing. Is this a file or folder? The one that I have just created, is this a file or folder? This hello.bat?
File.
A file, right? A file. Okay, let me press Alt key and drag this. When I press the Alt key and drag, it will create a shortcut. Then I'm going to right click and go to the properties and go to the change icon and change it. Okay, I'm going to rename this. Is it a file or folder?
Folder. Folder.
That is where you give the wrong answer. Is it a file or folder?
File.
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 That proves that you cannot identify files and folder just by using the icon. You will not be able. This is a file, right? This is a file. How can we see? Right click, go to the properties, and you can see here, you can see, go to the general, type of file is shortcut .lnk. Type of file is shortcut .lnk. So when I go to a file and see the properties, when I go to the file and see the properties, can you see that it mentioned type of file and within bracket after dot small p. In all files, this part is there. Right click, go to the properties, see type of file, text document inside the bracket .txt. Right click, go to the properties, type of file, Microsoft HTML document within bracket .html. Right click, go to the properties. Sorry. Right click, go to the properties. Type of file, shortcut within bracket .lnk. So then now you know better way of identifying the file when you go to the properties. But let's go to the folder. Right click, properties of the folder. You can see it's type of file only the type, that is file folder. When you go to the folder, right click, go to the properties, type of file, type file folder. Right? Actually, some viruses are hiding, like viruses are showing, appearing to us with this icon, folder icon. We believe that a folder, but it is not. Sometimes virus can take this icon and hide inside our computer. Therefore, be careful. Always go, when you suspect something, go to the properties and see. That is what? A file folder. Now, can you understand what is a file and folder clearly?
Yes, sir.
What is the
Yes, sir.
specialty of file now? What is the specialty of file? It has a, yes, in a file, it has a file type of file, and it is shown by using small dot and something. This is called what? What this is called?
Extension.
Extension. Yes, exactly. It is called an extension. Here, see this. File has a file name and file extension. Very easy to identify. If there is a file, it has file name and extension. Extension basically explain what is the type of file. When you change the extension, file type is also changing. Right? The easiest way to identify a file using the file extension. If you want to see the file extension, can go there, change, go to the view, then show file name extensions. If you untick that, you will not see the file name extension, only the file name. Here, based individual project, insurance voucher, then my file, only the file name. But when you go there, show file name extensions, now you can see my file dot PDF. Insurance voucher.pdf, bcs.pdf, covering letter.docx, picture.jpg. Now extension can be viewed. Actually, this command has a specialty. What is that? Let me show. Type that command that if you like just double click on that, that command will run. It will create 30 folders in a surprising way in your desktop. Therefore, be careful with the icon. Don't believe the icon, right? See here. If I just include in my code 10,000, there will be 10,000 folders. So be careful with these things, right? There can be a virus like this. It's not a virus, but mom programmically folders 30ක් හැදෙන්න මේ shortcut එකකට click කරා. හැබැයි මම මේක වෙනස් කරා නම් if I change this to මම අර hello එකට ගිහලා මම පෙන්නන්න. If I change this to here, if I change this to මෙතන මම දැම්ම නම් 300, there will be 300 folders. 3,000, there will be 3,000. 30,000, 300,000 folders. Be careful right? You have to identify files and folders correctly, otherwise you are unknowingly you are running virus. Okay, let's see the extension again. So can anybody share the screen? Then I can show you extension, how to view extensions in your computer. Okay, Lisha, can you go to the desktop somewhere? Okay. Yes. Press Windows key and E key. That is easy. Windows key and E key. Windows key and E letter. Right. It will open Explorer. Can you see? Can you see here? These files are having extensions. So what is the extension of this file? Puthe, others can tell. Can you tell me the extension of this file? What is the extension of that file?
TXT.
TXT, exactly. What is the SQL? Sorry, what is the extension of this file?
SQL.
SQL. SQL. It is L, right? So what is this extension of this file?
RAR.
RAR. What is the extension of this file?
DOCX.
DOCX. Okay. Now can you go to your desktop here, Lisha? Okay, let's hide the extensions, right? To do that, you can go to View. There, go to Show. Under that, you can see File Name Extensions. Click one more time. You can see now extensions are not visible. Only the file names are visible. If you want to show them back, how to show them? View, show, then file name extensions. Yes, you can see them. Sometimes in your computer extensions are hidden, then you can show that, right? Okay, let's create a new file. Can you right click here, empty place? New text document. What is the extension of that?
TXT.
TXT. Shall we erase it and put DOCX? TXT makala even DOCX dan dot එක තියෙද්දි. You can right click, rename, right click, rename, or click it again. Just click it again. Normal click. No, don't double click. Oh, when you double click, it will open everything, right? Don't double click, just click it again. Normal click. එකපාරක් click කරන්න. All right. Now erase the TXT part, only the TXT, not other things. All right. Dot එක තියන්න. Erase TX, then type DOCX. DOCX. X. Docs. DOCX. Enter. Can you see what will happen? Yes. Now click on yes. It's changing the icon, right? Now it will be treated as a Word file. Shall we type? Now change the, click it again. Change the extension to PDF. Right? All simple is better, right? PDF. Type everything simple. That's better. Even P you can type simple. Press enter. Click yes. Now you can see when you change the extension. That is PDF 4. Here's 4 also. Press enter. Now you can see that as a PDF document. Likewise, when you change the extension, the icon change and the document type is also changing. Right? Change it to LNKNC. Erase that and change it to LNKNC. LNK. Okay. Enter. Yes. Can you see what will happen? It will become a shortcut. Now the extension is not visible. How to see that? You can right click and go to the properties. No, you will not be able to see that. That is a special thing. Go to the properties. There only you can see that. In general tab, go to the general tab. Can you see that shortcut LNK within bracket? There you can see. So that is special thing, because in the shortcut extensions are not visible. How to get that back? You can undo. Close this and press Control Z, Control key and Z key. That will undo, right? Okay, that is how to get. Otherwise, you will not be able to get. Sometimes some viruses are there. They are converting all the files to shortcuts. Then we cannot find what has happened. Our all files have converted to shortcuts. That can be careful, right? You need to know about this. Okay. Who else like to share? Imaya, can you share? Imaya? Danuri, okay. After Danuri, this is what. Just ignore this. Ignore this. Okay. Press Windows E. Press Windows E key, Windows key and E key. Then how? Go to desktop. Go to your desktop. Right now there is something called view. Here you can see the view. You can from here you can change it to. Let's change in the views only. Go to organize menu. In your one, it's in organize menu. There you have change, fold, and search options. Yeah, that one. Yes, there you have to go to view. View different operating systems, different places. Then you have to untick this. May hari ayin karan. Hide extension kila natin hide karan na tu inna yun. Then click apply. 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 Click OK. Okay, come back. Then you can see the extensions. Now make them pain. MP3 is a zip, exe, HTML. That is in the organize menu. You have to go to organize menu. There are file and folder, fold and search options. Fold and search options. In there, the view tab. Hide karan, you have to tick this to hide, right? If you want to hide it again, you can tick this and hide it. To get this, you have to tick this and okay, good. Right, now you know the files and extensions. Imaya, can you share? So I said that you to share one time. So can you share? Okay, have you done this in your computer also? You can press Windows key and E key together. Windows key, E key together. Right now, go to the desktop. From there, then you can. Here you have different thing. Make a balance, make a velocity. Now go to the View tab. This is Windows 10. View tab. There you have something called file name extension. File name extension. When you tick that, you can see the extensions. They're not extension pane, BMP, TXT, XLS extensions are visible. Tick that one more time, right? Tick that one more time, and that will be invisible. Right now you cannot see them. It's invisible now. Right? It's invisible now. Right? If you want to click that again, tick it, and it will be visible. Right now you know how to see the extensions and hide it. And if you want to see the properties, so can you go to this text document, right click, go to properties, right click, and then select properties. There you can select here. Can you see the extension? Here also you can change the extension. Can you change this, erase this txt and type PDF there? Keep the dot. New text document dot PDF. Dot PDF. Okay, then click OK or apply. Click OK. OK button. Yeah. Yes. Now can you see this text document now appearing as a PDF document? It change the icon, change the type. If anytime if you want undo, Control Z. Control Z can undo. Control and Z key. If it is not undoing, you have to go and change it back, right? Okay, that happens, right? Now you know how to change the icon and what is a folder. Go to the folder and right click and see the properties. In folders, you cannot see icons. Sorry, folders, you cannot see the extension. Click on this RCC folder and go to the properties, right click and go to the properties. There you can only see type file folder, cannot see the extension, right? And also remember that icons can be changed in folders also. The folders icon you can go to customize here. Can you go to customize there and change icon? Then you can give different icon. Okay, let's give the blob. Let's give the blob. Click OK. Okay. Can you see now that it gets a different icon now? It's having a different icon. Therefore, all yellow icons are not fold. Now, actually, this is a different icon, no, but still this is a folder. Therefore, don't depend on that icon. Right? Icon එක පාට කානම් folder. එහෙම මතක තියාගන්න. දැන් ඊට වැඩිය දැනගන්න ඕන. If it is a file, it has an extension. If it is a folder, it's not having extension. Okay, go to that folder. Even the folder can have like empty icon. Can you go right click on the folder and go to the properties again? One more time, I'll show something, a magic. Go to the customize. And now go to change icon. Now scroll a little bit. Product scroll කරන්න මේ පැත්තට. තව චුට්ටක්. Further and select this empty one. Can you select this empty icon? Okay, then okay. Okay. Right, now what? Your folder is not having icon. Right? The folder is having a name only. Right? These kind of things can happen, right? Due to viruses also, these kind of, your folder is not having icon. Don't be afraid, right? It can so show the large icons, then also you can see. Here your folder is not having icon. It is empty. Click on somewhere else. Some other folder, maybe. Some other folder. Just use the arrow and can you see it's empty, right? It's empty square. And right click and go to the properties again. I'll show one more thing, right? So just to enjoy, go to the customize, then go to the change icon, then select browse here, browse icon, browse. All right, there can you go to C drive? Others please see, right, what she's doing. Go to the C drive. Click on this PC. Then you can see the C drive here. C drive can make it C. This is called C drive. Go to that. Local disk C. Where F drive drive letter drive then up this one. C කියලා මෙන්න මෙහෙම තියෙන C drive කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒකේ තියෙනවා C අකුරත් එක්ක colon mark. Then only we call that C drive. Then program files. Yes, program files. Can you see Microsoft Office? Office 14. Office 14. Okay. Yeah, click on that. Open. Then 1033, yeah. Open it. Oh, go back. Please go back. No, back. Back. Now, can you just scroll down a bit? Scroll further. No, it's not there. So let's go up again one more time. I just need to find Excel or Word or something. Up again. Yeah, that icons. Further, Taveka. So can you see program file x86? Program file x86. Open it. Just double click. Then Microsoft Office here. Double click. Microsoft Office. Okay. Open it. Right click open karanna onne. Nikan double click karanna, that will open. Office 14. Office 14. Click. Nikama click karan. Normal click karan. Left click on that will open. Okay. Put them pallata and amitana thiyena. Pallata and the Excel kila card pay. Tawayan. Iya kuri. A ni tamayan. A B C D D E. Excel EXE. Can you see? Select that. Click OK. Open. Click open. Okay. See what you can do. So let's view this icon. Devanika. In Devanika. Maybe Palla in Devanika. Oh. Alright. Okay. Click OK. Apply and click OK. Right. Okay. Now the surprising thing. They make it a good cutty. They make a school teachers that are not color pen. I can do and show this to your school teacher also. Is it a file or folder? This RCC, is it a file or folder? File? Show. This is a folder. I have just changed the icon. It looks like Excel, right? But is it actually Excel file or folder? It's a folder. We did the magic. What is the magic? We changed the icon. Right? Therefore, don't trust icons. Icon diha balla judge karanne. Takkala then make the petty, this is a file. Thank you. Mama hitnoga giya. That is a file කියලා කිව්වා. දැන් ඔහොම තමයි ගොඩක් අය. දන්නේ නැහැ. Excel වල icon එකක් folder එකට දෙන්න පුළුවන්. Word වල icon එකක් folder එකට දෙන්න පුළුවන්. Then how can we discover whether this is a file or folder? You have to right click and go to the properties. Right click on RCC, go to the properties. Right? Then what you can see? There is here type is folder, right? That's it. It says that. Like if you want to change the icon, you can go to the customize and change it. That's it, right? Don't trust the icons. You will think all the folders have become Excel. It's not. It's just the icon, right? I think Imaya can remember how to change the icon back. If you need, you can go to the customize and give any icon that you like. Go to the customize and give any icon that you like. You can do it, right? Later also you can do it, but don't think this as a file. This is still a folder. Even you change the icon, it's not becoming a file. It's a folder. Folder can store other files and folders. That is the difference. Okay, I think you can remember now. So what's the difference of file? File has a file name and extension. So there are different type of files. You can see the Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. These are graphic files. In the examination, this will be asked. Premiere Pro is for video editing. Lightroom, graphic editing. After Effects, what is that? These are software, different files. Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Lightroom, graphic editing. Premiere Pro, After Effects. Premiere Pro and After Effects for video editing. Right? Premiere Pro and After Effects for video editing. Dreamweaver is for web editing. If you don't know, use a pencil, write down there, right? So these are important. Graphic and web and video. If you don't know, please use a pencil and mark that, otherwise in the examination you'll fail. InDesign, Illustrator, Photoshop, Lightroom for graphic. Let's use a different color arrow, red color arrow, using for Premiere Pro, yellow color. Premiere Pro, After Effects are for video editing. Let's use another color. Web Dreamweaver is for web editing. MS Paint is a graphic software. Different applications. Actually, folder can hold other files and folders. Folders will turn file folders down. But file can only hold data. File can keep data. File has a file name extension. Folder is not having extension. Folder is only having it's only like, you cannot say it's always yellow color because it can be changed. Normally yellow color, but it can be changed. Okay. You are again asking wrong question. So I'll put it to the group, right? They will answer. So one student is asking, is Linux is graphic software? What do you think? Can you tell? Is Linux is graphic software?
No.
What is that? What is Linux? What is Linux? We learned in the beginning. It is used to create operating systems, right? It is used to create operating systems. There are Linux-based operating systems. It's not a graphic software, right? Okay. Then the next thing is the interface. In the interface, we have few equipments need to be recognized. Normally, window. Window has minimize, here maximize, and the restore down. Minimize, just to minimize it, you have the minimize icon. Then you have close. Minimize, maximize, close. So then we call that the window. Window is basically a container holding some interface. Okay. What is this? Is it a window? When I press Windows key and R key, this appears. Is it a window? Or something else? Yes. Is it a window? It is called a dialog box. It's not a window, right? You cannot see that minimize, maximize, close icons. Only the close icon. Okay, when you try to save as, this appears. The save karanne file, save as. Then this is not a window. This is a dialog box. We can interact with that. File, open. This is what? Is it a dialog box or message box? This is also a dialog box, right? When you try to open, this is also a dialog box. Then what is message box? Have you seen something like this? Let me double click on this abc.bbs. It's virus. It's not a virus, it's just a message. This code I wrote. msgbox virus, and I save that as abc.bbs. msgbox message box within quotation virus කියලා I just save in the desktop. කොහොමද save කරේ? abc.bbs. When I double click, this appears. This is called a message box. It has only OK button. So what's the difference? Window has minimize, maximize flows, and it has the container. Window එකක minimize, maximize flows button තියෙනවා. ඒක ලොකු interface එකක්. Then the dialog box. Dialog box is only having the close and you can interact with that. The message box is only having a close and one option to click OK. That is message box. It's displaying the message. Three things, right? You should know them. Window, dialog box, message box. Right? I hope that you can remember them now, because we have discussed. This is the second time we are discussing this. First time we have discussed last time. Then second time we are discussing this now. So please remember what is a window, what is a dialog box, what is a message box. If not, watch this video again. This is a message box. It has only one option. Click OK. Some errors come in as message boxes. When you try to open or Windows key and R key, you can see this is a dialog box. When you go to properties of a file, properties, that is not a window, that is a dialog box. You can do few edits, have buttons, few edits, that is a dialog box. This is a dialog box. Save as, open, these are dialog boxes. Window is the largest one. Okay. Right now, okay, then in the menu you have some tools. Normally in a window you have the title bar, and after the title bar some tools are there. Here some tools are there. Then the title bar is showing the title, and tools are used to different options, and sometimes a menu bar showing some menu options. So let me open Notepad. It has here, this is called menu bar. No tools actually. There's one tool here. Only that. This is a menu bar. Then this is a window, and untitled Notepad. That is the title of the window. Okay. So that is all that you need to know. Actually, you need to know about the message boxes. Save in a file, open in a file. We have already discussed that. That is very simple chapter, a practical. But you need to remember that as well. The next chapter is about the application software, audio editing software, like Audacity, graphic editing software, like Paint. Like if you missed that lesson, you can just go and watch that video. That is very small thing, and about the mouse and the keyboard, how to use mouse properly, how to use the keyboard properly. And after that, the lessons we have already discussed that lessons in last the month before the last month as a revision also. Therefore, I'm not going to remind that again and again. Actually, with this we are concluding this, but any difficult areas we will discuss with the examination. Please note that next week is POE day, so we are not going to have the classes on the POE day, so that you can take that as a leave day. But the thing is, immediately after the POE day, the next week you have the examination, right? Therefore, you have to study well, right? You all need to do the examination in order to go to the next year, right? Otherwise, if you are directly coming without doing the exam, you will have a personal exam. But that is difficult than this exam. So do the term exam. Term exam is easy. Term exam නැතු personal exam එක තියෙන්න ගියාම ඒක අමාරුයි. ඒකින්ද term exam එක අමෝම කරන්න. Not this, not next week after the next week. Next week you can study, right? Okay, then I'll stop from here. Good night and see you all next week. Week after the next week. Sorry. Bye.
Good night, sir.